Hi, this is Julie at Love's Beginning with a message called Nothing is Separate. When you are judging something, you are judging a thing, separated and cut off from the whole. When you place a high priority on how you feel, you can feel judgment. That feeling simply says, stop, go within. Whatever answer or resolution you were seeking from the activity of judgment, it is available from within. It flows from within. All things work together for good. Spirit has a use for all things you perceive to be separate. Have faith in Spirit's use of all that you now see as separate. When you feel the disquiet of judgment, it is time to allow Spirit to show you how all things work together for good. Any feeling of disquiet is never about another person. It's never about a situation. It's never about your defects. It's always about an opportunity to allow your perception to be shifted. And then I got what is usually a prayer, but lately I've been getting a tune with it, so I'm going to sing it instead of speak it. Stop, go within, Spirit help me see how all things work together for good. It's funny to me that this tune ends on a note that indicates more is coming. Then I realized that Spirit's part is the next part. Spirit's part is showing us. Every statement ego gives you is about a self that has to be separate in order to function. Every thought ego gives you is about a self that is supposed to control itself, selves that have actual impacts on other selves. The thoughts Spirit sends you may give you very simple instructions, but they never carry the weight of responsibility for form. Spirit's instructions only guide clearly and simply. As you learn to trust, it gets easier and easier to tune into the simple frequency of truth. Any thought that would say one is separate from another in a way that brings disquiet, that is nonsense noise. You learn to recognize nonsense noise for what it is, and then you learn that the solution to nonsense noise is always going within. Eventually you stay there, always ready and listening, and then the amount of nonsense noise you hear decreases. It gets easier to stay in this peaceful place when you are hearing less distracting nonsense noise. It gets easier to stay in the frequency of truth when you realize that leaving it means you will begin to hear the nonsense noise again. Spirit will guide everything from within the frequency of peace. How do you pay for this guidance? You don't really pay any price. You simply claim what you have always deserved. You turn over your perception. Your perception is worthless without peace, so you might as well turn it over to peace itself. Allowing the not peace to be in charge of perception, this is the cause of suffering. Once you begin to see very clearly that whether or not you suffer is always up to you, you begin to choose very consistently not to suffer. We always await your choice, and we are ready to assist whenever you choose peace. Your peace is our joy. Thanks for listening.